and I was fully liable for paying for the entire abortion.
So what about all the people who aren't you? What about the people who do get very sick and die? Like,
hold on, but no, we are talking about a couple. Just so you're clear, you are arguing on the extreme of the extreme. How about this? Let's come to some common ground. Let's say abortion can be legal if the mother's life is in danger. Would you then say outlaw all the other abortion?
That is not a good faith argument.
Hold on, because you've been going all in. All of your chips are about life of the mother. So I will grant it for you. Let's say no abortion, life of the mother. Okay, but then therefore it's perfectly okay if you say your life is at risk. You can get an abortion. Shouldn't all the other abortions be illegal then?
If you have the social system set up to actually help these people raise the children, there wouldn't be...
so it would be like, I don't know, food stamps? Like,
which people can't get because they get denied on a regular basis. A lot of times they can't get housing. Most of the time the homeless don't get help. Drug addicts oftentimes are also people who are suffering from the same mental illness.
It's really interesting, though, because then what do you have to say about the alarming amount of abortions that come from people that earn more than 6 figures a year? It's not about resources. It's about values. Here's the thing. I will never argue for a neonatal program, which means, of course, the gestational time a baby is in utero, where we allow the massacre of a baby just because you don't have enough money in the bank account. By no moral standard is it ever okay to be able to interfere with the life of another because your life might be minorly disrupted. Correct? I mean, apply that out further. For example, if you have a 3-year-old in your house and you lose your job, can you murder your 3-year-old because it makes it easier to pay the grocery bill? Of course not.
I understand entirely where the issue of trying to take care of a child is. I lost one. I understand more than anybody how damaging that is.
I'm sorry that happened.
Type 1 diabetes took my 10-year-old from me, and I don't wish that on anyone in the world. But at the same time, the people who are asking for this are not doing it for themselves.
Let's try to find some common ground. So your 10-year-old was taken from you.
Yes.
Then I asked you to have compassion for the people that are in the same moral equivalency that are not as developed as your 10-year-old is in the womb, that you are turning a blind eye to.
It's not the same.
Why is it? Why is it? No, this is important. Hold on one sec. This is important. Why is it not the same? What is the difference between a baby that's 10 weeks in the womb and your 10-year-old? What is the moral difference?
There is 3 that I can name off my head. 1, the baby that's coming is something that you need.
Got it. Yep.
It is. You're not going to say it's not.
No, it's okay because
again, these little trigger words.
They're not trigger because it does. Okay, fine, but what is it? Is that not as big?
No, it's 3 things.
Okay.
You need resources. You need ability to consistently.
No, that's not the point. I'm talking about moral worth, not resources.
This is the same thing. You need to be able to devote that time because so many people raise kids and don't actually put time into caring about.
LeBron James knocks up a woman. So all the not inconceivable, right? Worth billions of dollars. So plenty of resources.
You should say the Foo Fighters guy.
So $1 billion, okay? He's worth $1 billion. The baby's in utero. How is that baby any morally different than your 10-year-old? He passed away tragically. I'm sorry about that.
And for everybody here, get your kid checked for type 1 diabetes. I promise you, we had her tested on a regular basis, and she passed away from organ failure in the middle of the night.
Okay, so, but I just want to close up the conversation.
Morally conversations on this subject. The child that is being developed isn't here yet. And because of the fact...
What do you mean not here yet?
I'm trying to get to that.
I can see it on an ultrasound.
I totally get you're saying that. So the point of what I'm trying to say is that there is a lot that goes into raising children. And people don't have the resources, the tools, the mental stress, and the ability to physically take care of it.
I gotta get...
Oftentimes, we like to talk about, well, what if they could be this thing?
No, this is... This is very important. We have moral clarity. We as conservatives refuse to ever say that murder is acceptable based on...
Except for when you want it in prison.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
You're very fine with murder when it's in prison.
What you mean the death penalty for murderers?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the death penalty is not murder, it's killing, 2 different things.
That's literally the straw hair argument.
Well, no, I mean, we have 2 different words. So, for example, self-defense is killing, murder is the taking of a defenseless, innocent life. Yeah, those are 2 different things.
Yes.
Okay, right. So, killing is different than murder. But do you actually think that someone who's on death row for raping and murdering an entire family is the moral equivalent of a baby that is in the womb?